Hello, hi, and welcome to Maxafter's another exciting product tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to install the extension, and I'll show you also if you don't want to install the extension, you can also use the file without using the extension. And also, I'll give you some other tips as on how to change colors, text, and videos as well. So, are you guys ready? Let's start the tutorial. Right, first thing first, when you download the folder, this is how it looks. It has got extension, footage, preview, tutorial, and all these things, right? Now, how do you want to first, of course, install the extension? So for that, you need to go to ZXP installer, right? So this is the ZXP installer, or if you can Google it, ZXP installer, it will come out, it will pop up, right? And you go and install, download and install according to your, if it's PC or Mac. So once it's downloaded, and then you go to locate the file, and from here you go to extension. This is the downloaded folder that you downloaded from VideoHive, and go to extension, and this is the Vizmax extension, right? So double click it, so the ZXP installer will come up here. So select AE and press OK. I'm not going to do it because I have already installed it, right? It's pretty simple. Then what you're going to do is open After Effects, right? Open After Effects, and if you go to Windows Extensions, it should pop up here, Vizmax Assets View. So open, right? Just simply what you need to do is go to Browse and locate the downloaded folder, right, that you downloaded from VideoHive. And this is the download for this, how it looks. So if you go to Preview, you need to go to Preview, and then select this preview and press open, right? Straight away the extension will open, right? And then if you go and select any of the categories, you can see if you scrub on top of it, it'll start playing, right? And you can increase the size as well if you like, right? And then you have got all these categories in here. The main categories, of course, this is interface, player, 3D, interface, gadgets, and all these things are here. So if you select it, and you can see it playing in here, right? So these are the comps that I have designed for you guys. So all you need to do is change the pictures and the text or the colors and make it yours, right? And then you also have got the option of creating something like this of your own, right? Instead of these guys, you can also put your photos or videos, whatever you have in there, right? So everything is playing here, right? For example, you like this one. What you're gonna do is now, and similarly, let me just show you some other things as well. You've got, yeah, all these lines, it has got card. So these are also, you know, elements that you can use, of course, to create something that I have, something like that I have created, right? So it has got all the titles and everything, so that you can create your own 3D or 2D stuff, you know, something like this. I've created this with the help of all these elements. So I'm going to show it to you in a second as well. So let's play with this one first. It says add to project. You need to give it some time for the first time to load, right? The first time it's a bit slow, and after that it's very fast. So now we have to select a composition. So create a new composition, go to composition, new composition, and let's say it's 1920 by 1080, and timings 50 or 30 seconds, whatever, right? And press OK. So one composition is created. You can enter and say my comp, right? Or anything that you want to write. So this is selected, so it needs to be selected, right? Now add to project. So the project is added, so it will take some time. So it's saying it's taking some time. First time it's a bit slow, right, for a few seconds, and after that it's very fast. So you need to be patient and let it load. Do not disturb in the middle by clicking or something like that, because it might crash the file. Let it load. Since it's a huge project, you know, it's not a small project, it has got 800 elements, right? So please select the composition. Okay, we have done that. Just press OK. So now what you need to do is again select this one, right? So now it's selected, or you can straight away, you know, add to project and then select that new composition like we have created, and then select your animation and add to project. So now we have added, so you can see right. So it takes, for the first time, it takes some time to load, right? Okay, so don't worry. All you need to do is just now press preview. The preview button is here as well, or you can press preview with the space bar, you know, and let it render to here. Press bring this marker here somewhere so it only renders this area. So very simple, it's all loaded, right? And it clearly says that your video photo 01 here, right? Now if you're satisfied with this, fine. If not, then, you know, like I said, second time is faster. Go and select the second one, and the comp is selected. Now it has put it here straight away. You don't need to wait, right? So this is the other one. You don't like the first one, put the other one on top of it, right? So I'm going to delete it and keep the first one here. So it says your photo video 01, right? Very simple. Open this Maxafter, right, source file, and simply go to the folder that says edit. In edit, go to photos videos. Photos videos clearly says photo 01. So 01, you need to select this one, 01 tallies, right? Double click, it'll take you here, and then you import file, import your own photo. In my case, let's say if I import this one, which is a courtesy of a friend from Arts Station, the link is there as well, right? So import, and of course these images are not included because they are copyright, and this is just for showing you guys how to use images. You can use your own photos, right? So these photos are given to me from 3D Art Station, from some friends who create 3D images, right? And I've given the links as well for these guys, right? So all you need to do is drag and drop on top of this and press S and adjust it, right? So here it's adjusted, right? Now I want to go back to my comp that I created. Simple. This has been changed. Can you see that? So now it's yours, right? You can use your photos and videos and put it in here. Very simple, right? One thing, right? This is one thing. And now you want to change colors. Of course, for colors, you need to go to edit color, right? Global coloring. So in global color, it's just a dummy file here. So this is basically the main color. If you change it to something like this and go back to my comp, the color has been changed. You know? Similarly, you can use and change from the global coloring. Some of the colors may not change because the files, there are too many files now. So if I start giving links to each and everything, it will be very confusing, right? So you can play around with these colors. It has got all these colors. It's got white color, black, green, all these colors are here, you can change from here. And the ones that don't change, what you need to go to composition, and you need to go inside the composition, right? If you double click this comp, it'll take you inside the comp, and here if you open, it got effects, and it has got, you can change colors from here directly as well. Box color, no, well this may not change because this is linked to the global coloring, right? So you need to first disconnect it from global coloring, right? And now you can change the colors, right? So it's all kind of, you know, connected, and you can basically change colors like this, right? So I'm going to go back to my own color, which I like. What you're going to do here is, this is done, right? So we changed this comp's picture, and now what about title 3D text, right? What you're going to do is, again, double click, and since I've not created any edit for this because there are too many files, right? Simply what you can do is just locate it. This is the one. See, text 3D title. So double click this again. It will keep on taking you inside the file, right? And then here you can write, you know, it says 01 here, so you know it's that one, your file. Now if you go back, this has changed as well. So here you can see it's been changed, right? So since this is something that I created, you can create your own something like that. Similarly, you can change these as well by going inside here, inside the main comps, and start locating, double clicking. You know, this is, for example, and if you shut down the eye, you will exactly know which text it is. You know? You can see that now, all right? So similarly, it says iron something, so double click, it will take you to iron comp, and here you can change the text. Simple, right? So this is something that I have created. What about you guys? If you want to create something, right? Something. One thing I didn't tell you is, if you don't want to use the extension, what you can do is you can go straight and open this source file. If you don't want this extension, you don't want to go through the extension thing, you can go to the download folder and double click the source file. It will straight away open the whole project without the extension, right? But since it also loads it here, you can see the source file here, right? Okay, I go back to my composition, and I want to create something like this of my own, right? Okay, let's do it. If you delete this, and let's create something of your own, something like this, right? So I want to go to 3D shapes, right? And you've got 3D shapes. So what I'm going to do is just select this one and add, right? This is selected, and what I'm going to do is make it 3D and go to layer, new, and camera, add a camera, 28mm or something, right? Camera is here now, and if you go to active camera to camera 01 here, and if you go to transform or press C on your keyboard, and now it is 3D, but it's not showing 3D because you need to turn on the collapse transformation, right? This button here for 3D. Now this is 3D, right? Okay, now I want to bring in a player inside this, right? Fine. Double click and bring your player in. Simple, drag and drop under this, and 3D. Press S on your keyboard, make it smaller like that. It does not fit, but we'll fit it in a second. Let me just quickly animate it as well so that you can see. Put 2 keyframes at frame 0 here, and then frame 5, let's say something like this, right? So now you can see, if you right click, easy ease, keyframe assistant, easy ease, if you can't see it, is F9, right? And now if you play it, you can see it's 3D, right? So it's a bit rough right now. What we can do is press S on the keyboard, the scale, unlock this, and you need to fix it, the box, you know. And if you go to front view, and working on front view is for the accuracy. Right, so now it exactly fits inside. So this is how I created the files as well. Okay, and I want to put a title on top of it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and find the titles. Where are the titles? These are the text titles, right? These are text titles 2D, these are 3D. So I want to put something like a 3D thing here. Now all these titles. You can't see it right now, it's at the bottom. So I've selected it, right, 3D titles. And this one looks cool. Alright, okay. Or let's see, probably this one. So you've got so many choices, right? I'll add this one. And I want to move it to the side. So this is added, bring it under the camera and just turn on the 3D thing and collapse transformation. And just fix it right on top of it. I'm going to fix it. So in front viewport, work on front viewport and then 3D, right? Press S on your keyboard and I'm going to, right? And now if I go to camera view, you'll see that, okay, the thickness of the box is a bit too much. So go to 3D box and press S and make it a little bit thinner. No, that's nice. And also if you go to top view, or you can bring this text forward as well if you like. Forward means bring it front to the Z port, right? Something like that. Or just keep it there, it's up to you, right? So now if you render, see how it looks. Cool. The picture comes a little bit early. So I'm going to bring it here somewhere so it pops up, something like that. And you can keyframes here. Right. So this looks cool. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do here is go to front, keep it auto, right? And go to front. Right. And what I did was I added some lines. Go to the pen tool, put a keyframe here, press shift on your keyboard so the line is straight. Again, one more time, and again one more time, right? And we'll bring it down and you'll see that stroke is like, I want to keep the stroke 0.5 and white color. Press OK and make it 3D so that you can see it. Right, so you can see now the connection here, and also add a round corner, make it round 40 or something so that the corners are round. I like it that way. And also add a repeater to it and make it 2 because we need 2 versions, right? And go to transform of repeater, okay? And uncheck the scale and put a minus here so it is a reflection, right? So here it is selected, right? Now I want this to come up with a trim tool. So we go to and add trim tool, and if you open it, I'm doing it quickly because otherwise it's going to be very, very long. And put a frame here 0 and right click, keyframe assistance, if you can't see an F9, right? So this is how I did my animation, right? And this is on front and this is right. So it's looking cool. Right? Now you can add more things to it, add as much as you can, it's up to you. So I'll go to information here, information 3D, so it's got a lot of information. So you can select the information boxes For example, let me just select this one and make it 3D so it's visible, right, like we did before, and go to front to fix it, right, and press S on your keyboard because it's a bit bigger. Yeah, and I'm gonna put it here somewhere. Right, okay, go to, yeah, now you can see the full 3D thing that I created. So I kept on adding, right, and then in the end I got something that I showed you previously, right? So this is something you can create something of your own. And I created something like this because, of course, it took me a lot of time to create something like that. You know. Okay. So this is something that you can create on your own, and also, and then you've got, if you make another comp, 1920 interfaces. So this is some cool interface that I created. Right, similar with the same elements. And then you can create your own. It has got squares and it has got, you know, all these circles and everything. So these are the files that I created for you guys. All you need to do is just change the pictures, and that's it. It's all yours. So it comes like this, simple, and select a comp, make a new comp, name it or select it, and then just add to comp, and that's it. You know, it is here. Similarly, you can select this one, and now that's here. So this one we changed the beginning, right? So you can use it with this or without. So you got all these graphs here. These elements, you know, these elements can be used to create what I created. Loading bars, text elements, text paragraphs, you know, 3D profiles, all 3D, and And remember, this all is created in After Effects, right? There's no third-party plugin used. It's all created inside After Effects. And then of course you can create your own, make another copy, select it and go to for example circles. You've got a whole lot of circles here. Add more circles if you like. Or you can also add brackets. So this is how you can create your own elements with the help of the shapes I have given, with the help of you've got screen recorders as well. Equalizers and whatnot, So pretty straightforward, to use it. So if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to email me so that I can help you with this project. So I hope you have enjoyed this project and tutorial. Once again, thank you for watching this. Goodbye.